Good afternoon, everybody. I'll just take 5 minutes. Actually, I am an assistant professor from sports psychology. Yes, it's very striking to be speaking on this topic today. And it's very, very humbling that everybody has actually pointed out that humans become the most important dimension in resource and energy. Indeed, we've heard about sports. We know about sports that this is one of the biggest contributor to fitness. Today, I draw upon your attention that why this net zero transition is most important to the area of sports. Sports known for promoting fitness, not only physical but mental, also has a challenge when it comes to the climate change. Sports has been promoted globally as a key facilitator of sustainable health globally, with sustainable development goals being facilitated by sport like health, education, social inclusion. And sporting events are one of the most popular types of tourism. Today, our spectators carry the largest carbon footprint when they come to countries, and this traveling is not only for leagues and competitions, but daily practice also contributes to what happens in terms of our carbon footprint. I would like to draw attention that sports is a form of character building, a form of value education, which becomes very important with respect to our policies, which have taken into consideration sports. So therefore, I just want to highlight for 2 minutes that the carbon footprint of sports is very high when it comes to traveling and tourism. And the emissions, when it comes to emissions, are not only from the sources of traveling, but also through of making gears and equipments in sports. I would like to suggest that sports, being heterogeneous in nature, also impact the carbon footprint when it comes to different kind of manufacturers, companies, industries, which are manufacturing different kinds of gear. And it has been noticed that certain kinds of sports have a higher carbon footprint because of the kind of travel they undertake. Coming to the paradox of sports, that is the highlight of today, I would like to say that, the paradox of sports is where sports is supposed to promote health. It also costs us a lot when it comes to the ill health that is endured in tourism and traveling and leagues that are formed. Now, coming to the human dimension, which I would like to highlight is that everybody is highlighted here. One of the major things that we find out when it comes to human dimension in transition is that educational level of humans is a very important factor when it comes to understanding what are sustainable methods to travel. One of the environmental knowledge, the familiarity with environmental problems is very important when it comes to humans. Second is gender. Very strikingly, it has been found that women fans are more highly related to pro-environmental behavior. It can be the virtue of care that women have that has helped them score higher on environmental expectations, values, and future behavior. And most importantly, one of the key factors that has been highlighted by national education policy is environmental consciousness. It says that when humans possess environmental consciousness, they understand how do I impact the environment. It has 3 major dimensions that can be looked into by the academia, research, and different bodies, even in policy making, where we can take ahead with us the education system, the research system, the innovation cells of various universities, higher institutions, where we can highlight. The first is cognitive component, understanding how much of the carbon dioxide emissions actually negatively affect the climate change. Cognitive, an individual's willingness to act and change something. Third is emotional, how individuals react emotionally to emotional problems. Indeed, this is a very nascent area. To summarize, I would like to say that with increasing level of performance in sports, travel distance to leagues and international competitions tend to increase, resulting in a higher carbon footprint. Sports clubs organizing training camps and encourage participation outside of organized league systems, which add to travel frequencies and annual carbon footprint. And alas, the biggest flaw, that is the environmental value action gap that is observed in humans. We want to do it, but we cannot. Why? Because somewhere we have constraints with respect to time, money, convenience, and there is a gap which lies between our intention and action. So the sports paradox, this is what I wanted to present. That is, we have positive effects of active sports, participation on health and well-being, which are being diminished by negative environmental outcomes caused by pollution stemming from sport-relating commuting and travel. So what is the way ahead? That is the very pertinent question which needs to be answered. There are 5 major criteria that we can do. First is reduction in carbon emissions, which is a shared responsibility of all stakeholders. It is a holistic policy making which requires all of us together, and this forum is the most apt because it adds different perspectives. So academicians, MOUs can be formed within institutions which actually drive research, and actually there's very little research in this area. Policy making can give us economic incentives, holistic discussion of sport participation outcomes. Third is global, national level, scheduling leagues, where today we are bidding for Olympics, we are looking forward to Olympics, we are looking forward to different games. Can we have those games as official tournaments, considering the travel distances and the transportation means? Can we have provision of environmental friendly alternatives for our sports participants? Fourth is participant level. Can we all delve upon how our choice of travel, what does our transportation means, how can we do it better? And academia, the most important game changer, the catalyst today, can have industry MOUs, especially with respect to sports. And I emphasize, reiterate that research in sport and environmental sustainability is the need of the hour, because reduction in carbon emissions is the biggest contribution to the well-being of an athlete for which we work. And as they say, their gold medals aren't really made of gold. They are made of sweat, determination, and a hard-to-find alloy called guts. Thank you so much.